Slow news day, but we can always find a way to laugh. Oh, which that does remind me. Okay, this is something if people want to listen, that's fine. Anybody dealing with depression, there's a post from some of my good acquaintances, the Saska sisters, and I'm not going to go into any details about anything, but I know a lot of people who deal with mental struggles and mental depression. I myself dealt with it for quite a long time. My forearms and other places of my body are full of scars, and I was hospitalized twice for Minecrafting myself attempts. It's not a great thing to go through. You know, you're young, everything's going on in your head and your heart. You're going off of emotions. You don't see an end out of it. This is not nothing is sponsored. But the thing with all this, you have to find your own way in order to rise above that. Now, some people look to faith. I do. I mean, I've always had faith ever since the beginning, but you can still lose sight of that when this stuff is happening because it is a chemical imbalance in your head. The way that I mean, not only has God given me blessings by sending me a person who I am not with by any means, but he sent this person at the right exact time to stop me from being the stain on an 18-wheeler's front grill. You don't have to do faith. You don't have to do it that way. Antidepressants can help you as well. But you need to get those diagnosed from a doctor. There's another thing. You can have friends and reach out to your friends because lean on me when you ain't strong and I'll be your friend. These kind of things seriously help. You need to get your mental status back up. There's another thing that I do, and it's why I don't have very many subscribers. I roast the fuck out of everything. I make myself laugh, and it's not always PC. In fact, most of the time it's not PC. But the reason why I make these jokes and say these outrageous things is because that makes me laugh. And when I'm laughing, my endorphins are up, and I'm not depressed. So that's one of the ways that I handle things. There's also another person who I talked to specifically about depression today on Twitter, and I'm not going to name their name, but they were asking me the same question. Like, yes, I've been through it, and I've also helped other people get through it. But you have to find what works for you. You have to find your happiness. I mean, if your happiness is making YouTube videos, I love making YouTube videos. I do it for fun. Ain't about the money. It's because, hey, I got something I want to say. If other people find enjoyment, is why I did stand-up comedy as well. It makes me laugh. If it makes other people laugh, I can spread that joy. And that joy will just sit there and create a giant cloud that you can just bask in. I don't know if I really wrapped that up very well. This is what happens when you don't script anything. But if you're ever feeling down and out, and it's not something that a little pint of ice cream and a couple of beers or maybe a sangria or something can't handle, go for laughs. It's the natural elixir that lifts your spirits. And then come to chat. Doesn't have to be my channel. Doesn't have to be my videos. Go to a chat and go talk to people. At least in the 199, the chats are very friendly. Everyone is just making jokes constantly. But if you want to be serious, all I have to do is say, hey. And you'll have 15 people saying like, yo, what's up? How you doing? I'm one of those whenever I have time to be in live chats. But I don't have that much time anymore. So normally everything's a rewatch. But when I get to be in live chats, I'll be that same person. Oh, yeah, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. How you doing, miss? Well, that's my I'm not a doctor, but that's a little advice. If you're going through a bad time, that's my advice for like, hey, chin up, son. Chin up, kid. There's people out there that can help you. And they can help you for free. Don't feel like a financial burden because it's not. It's all free to be in these chats and just talk. There are real people out here and real people that care about you. Even when you don't care about yourself, God's still up there. God cares about you, and he knows everything. I'm going to leave it right there. I almost feel like I need to pray, which I will do, but I won't do it on stream.